The following is a production of Learfield Sports.
From Cyclone Sports Complex in Ames, it's collegiate softball on Cyclones.tv. Today, the Drake Bulldogs take on intrastate rival, the Iowa State Cyclones. Good afternoon, everyone, and thanks for joining us. I'm John Walters, along with Mitch Gerber. And Mitch, Sunday was actually senior day, so a little bit odd, but there's another game to follow. But it makes sense why they did it that way.
Yeah, this weekend they were able to do senior day on Sunday or Saturday all weekend, and they were able to bring in some of their parents and friends and stuff like that. So that's why they did it on the weekend versus a final home game on a weekday like this.
You've got kids coming in from parents coming in from California, from Missouri, from Canada. In the case of Sarah Harlock. So it was nice for all those families to be involved in senior day and a great ceremony here at Cyclone Sports Complex. But today it is the true senior day in the truest sense of the word, because it's the final time that those players will take the field here in an Iowa State uniform. And we'll come back, set the starting lineups, and play ball right after these messages. At fence, so she was running out of room quickly, and Lexi Slater almost made a very good play.
Good effort by Slater. You kind of run over the track, you feel the track, you reach your hand out, find the fence, and sometimes you get a little scared off, but nice try there by Lexi Slater.
So now the count is 1-2 on Rebecca Schmidt. Johnson delivers. Hammer to left, but foul. Well out of play. That one got up on top of the building over there beyond the batting cages.
Good swing by Schmidt there.
And Johnson's delivery misses away. 2-2 the count. We're in the top half of the first inning. Glad you could join us today on Cyclones.tv. Iowa State and Drake in a non-conference matchup here at Cyclone Sports Complex. 2 runners aboard, 1 away. And Schmidt to the left side, scooped up over there by Rice, tags the bag for the force out. So good play by Sarah Rice to make sure to get the lead runner.
Yeah, you just said it, John. Nice job by Sarah Rice to get the lead runner versus trying to go 2 there.
That brings on Haley Nybo. Nybo had a huge game against Iowa State in Des Moines a month ago. She had 4 RBIs in that game. She stands here with 2 runners aboard and 2 away here in the first and takes strike 1, a good pitch to open that time from Katie Johnson. Nybo out of Minnetonka, Minnesota. And she takes another good delivery from Johnson. Outside corner, 0-2.
Even though Nybo's hitting 191 in the season, I mean, she has 22 RBI, so it's not like she can't drive him in, but we'll see what she can do here.
Johnson has the advantage with an 0-2 count. She delivers to Nybo right here. Just missed the outside corner, 1-2.
Good pitch by Johnson, leaving that one on the outside corner.
Hey, you want to nibble
Yeah.
in that spot. Hope she'll chase something or you might get the call, but just missed. Good eye by Nybo. 1-2 the count. 2 away and 2 aboard here in the top of the first. Johnson to Nybo. That just missed the inside corner, so she's tried each side of the plate and just barely missed, and now it's 2-2. Boy, that wind is really howling in from the east. We haven't had very many non-windy days
we have
here
not.
at Cyclone Sports Complex, have we? Really gusting, up around 20, 25 miles an hour. Johnson to Nybo again. To the right side, and Davison spears it for the final out of the inning. So Johnson works out of a jam, gets the line out to Sarah Davison to end the inning. We go to the bottom of the first, no score. We're back at Cyclone Sports Complex. Iowa State will grab the bats and see what kind of damage they can do. And let's take a look at that lineup for Iowa State. It's a good one. Brittany Gomez, the leadoff hitter, 6th in the Big 12 at .392 on the season. Sarah Harlock hits 2nd. Lexi Slater having a very good season, hits in the 3-hole. How about Rachel Hartman? The freshman has been absolutely terrific. She's 5th in the Big 12 Conference, hitting .394. Allie Kappert, the designated player today, having a solid season as well, followed by Spenlove, Davison, Sarah Rice, and Liana Henry. And the defense for Drake, Soa, Ryan, and Nybo is the outfield. That's Sarah Ryan in center. Finnernan, Pierce, Brewer, and Buck the infield from 3rd to 1st. Jordan Gronwald, the starting pitcher, and it's Wood behind the plate. And tell us a little bit about Jordan Gronwald, Mitch.
Well, Jordan Gronwald's got a 5.69 ERA in the season. Not Drake's ace, but she pitched 7 shutout innings this past Sunday against the
Bradley Bulldogs.
Bradley, thank you. As ace Rebecca Schmidt led up 4 runs, so it's not like she's lacking confidence coming into this one.
She is from Carlisle, Jordan Gronwald, and she delivers, and Brittany Gomez chops away at that one and fouls it off. Gronwald got the start against Iowa State here at Cyclone Sports Complex a year ago, so she has some experience pitching in this park. She's a senior, as we mentioned, out of Carlisle, another high school program that's had tremendous softball success through the years. Jim Flaw is just an outstanding coach. There's Gomez to the left side, a base hit. Brittany Gomez aboard with a single to left, and that's the way she loves to hit, Mitch.
Nice job there by Gomez, putting the bat on the ball. That's kind of what we've been looking for all season with that, going the left side with it. And as you're going to see here on the swing, she kind of sticks it out and pokes it out there to that left side.
That brings on Sarah Harlock. So if you ask Stacy Gemeinhardt-Sessler, Iowa State's 9th year to coach, to script it, this is the way she does it. Gomez a slap single to the left to get it started. Now Harlock standing in. Gomez bluffed running but didn't go. And
Gomez has 22 stolen bases on the season. We were kind of talking about this before the broadcast, that she hasn't stolen a lot lately, but it's kind of been due to getting on base.
She goes this time, and it's a throw to first to get Harlock. So Gomez into second. She advances on the 1-3 putout, 1-4 rather, and the covering second baseman. So that will bring up Lexi Slater. Slater homered against Drake in Des Moines on April 9th. One of her 8 home runs on the season. Gronwald delivers, and there's the first pitch strike. So Gomez in scoring position at second. Each team threatening in the first inning. We'll see if Iowa State can take advantage with 1 away and a runner in scoring position. Good speed out there in Brittany Gomez. The 0-1, Slater rockets one to the left, but foul past third base.
Slater's second on this Cyclone team with 34 RBIs, so we'll see if she can add to her season total.
She has just had a tremendous season.
She has.
348 average, 44 runs scored, team high in that category. And to the left side again and foul, hammering it down that line.
Slater's one of those 2-strike hitters, as we like to call it in the game, that is not going to go down easy. She's not going to take one. She's not going to take strike 3 very easily.
Good crowd here at Cyclone Sports Complex today to see Iowa State and Drake. 1-2 the count on Lexi Slater. And she takes strike 3. Good pitch by Gronwald. So 2 away, and that'll leave it up to Rachel Hartman. And Mitch, she's been on some kind of a tear.
She has. Hartman on the season hitting .393, and she's got 31 RBIs and 57 hits, so such a great season.
Takes ball 1 here. In her last 15 games, Rachel Hartman hitting .522, 23 hits, 13 RBIs, 11 runs, 7 doubles, 2 home runs. She has been raking. And the 1-0 to the left side. Charging in, throwing across the diamond to get the out was Amy Pierce. So the Cyclones go down quietly after getting the leadoff hitter aboard. And will go to the second inning with no score. We go to the second inning at Cyclone Sports Complex. No score between Drake and Iowa State. A little different than the first inning when the 2 teams met in Des Moines. And after one, it was 5-2 Iowa State. So much quieter first inning here in the rematch. And we'll go to the top half of the second. Leading it off for Drake will be their catcher, Courtney Wood. She'll be followed by pitcher Jordan Gronwald and first baseman Liz Buck.
John, the bottom of this Drake lineup I was just looking at. Once you get past the first 5 hitters in this Drake lineup, not much they're going to do from there on out. So we'll see if Johnson can get established early here.
Katie Johnson worked her way out of some trouble in the top of the first, put runners on first and second with one away, but got out of the inning without any damage. And here is Wood to lead it off, and she'll take a strike. Good opening pitch from Johnson.
Wood is a .225 hitter on the season and has 12 RBIs and 6 doubles, 32 hits. So we'll see what Wood can do.
And she hits one hard to the right side and out of play. Wood, another native Iowan. She's out of Alburnett, Iowa. Oh, 0-2 the count. Katie Johnson working out in front of the count here. Looking for her first strikeout of the day. And couldn't get her to chase. 1-2 the count. Katie Johnson, there's the numbers through one inning. And the 1-2 delivery right here. Up and in, 2-2.
Umpire coming in to tell Katie Johnson something as far as the rubber, I think.
Joe Havenhill, our home plate umpire, had Murphy at first and Tom Topping over at third. 2-2 the count. And the delivery. Fouled off again to the right side. Graduation weekend at Iowa State. So the campus will be buzzing all weekend, and then it will get very, very quiet. All of a sudden. And that pitch outside. So 3-2 now. It was 0-2, but Wood has worked her way to a full count now. Payoff pitch from Johnson. Fought off by Wood. Stays 3-2.
Johnson, the last couple pitches, kind of been getting frustrated with herself because I think she's trying to locate it right on that inside corner, and she just can't find it.
Wood hitting .225 on the season. Stands in with a 3-2 count. Johnson, the freshman from Sioux Falls, delivers. Left side and foul, just barely. Sarah Rice thought about leaping for that one, but was pretty well over her head, and then hooked foul. So it stays at 3-2. And a good at bat here for Courtney Wood. And this time she takes ball 4.
Good hold by Wood. Tough pitch to lay off of there right on the outside corner.
Second walk for Katie Johnson, and she's got to be a little bit frustrated after starting 0-2 on Wood to lose her, and that will bring on Jordan Gronwald, the pitcher. Gronwald better at pitching than hitting. She is a .195 hitter on the season. And she takes a opening strike from Johnson. Getting ahead in the count hasn't been the problem for Katie Johnson. It's just been closing the door. Looking for the double play ball here with the middle infielders back. The 0-1 delivery. Gronwald takes strike 2, 0-2.
Almost looked like the same outside corner pitch there that Wood just got.
Runner at first. And nobody out here in the second. Gronwald takes just off the plate. So again, Johnson gets ahead and then starts nibbling. But you can be guilty of nibbling too much. Wood fought off a bunch of pitches and eventually got a walk. Now Gronwald at 1-2. That wind gusting. Johnson delivers strike 3. First strikeout for Katie Johnson. And it'll bring on Liz Buck.
Nice off-speed pitch there by Johnson as she made Groundwald Swaney miss, so nice pitch.
Another look at that delivery from Johnson.
See the wind just gusting.
And Buck takes strike one. So again, Johnson gets out in front.
Buck's a .239 hitter on the season, 134 at-bats, and she has 32 hits.
3 of them came in the first meeting between these two teams. She was 3 for 4, scored 3 runs, and drove in a run. And to first base, and fair into the, nope, foul ball they say. Just barely wide of the bag. As Buck tried for another good start to an offensive day. As we mentioned, she had a really big game against the Cyclones in Des Moines. Liz Buck, 0-2. So Johnson, again, Mitch, out in front 0-2. And Buck takes that one just off the plate. 1-2 the count.
Again, trying to work that outside corner, and see if she tries to go back on the inside corner now.
One-two delivery from Johnson to Buck with a runner aboard. Back toward us and over our heads. Where'd you park?
Hopefully far enough away.
All right. That wind today might have blown that one all the way to the parking lot. Beautiful complex out here. Pitch misses, 2-2. When you walk in, you'll see the statue of Bill Bergen, Iowa State's legendary cross-country coach. And, of course, the beautiful ISU track, part of this complex as well. There's a pitch fouled off.
Buck doing kind of the same thing that Wood did, just trying to fight pitches off, and eventually they're going to find one that they can hit.
2-2. One away. The runner at first is Courtney Wood. She walked to open the inning. And then Johnson got a strikeout on Groenwald. Here's the 2-2 with one away. And that misses. 3-2 now. Three and two the count. Payoff pitch here. And a swing and a miss. The throw to second. And in there safely is Wood with a stolen base. Almost to strike him out, throw him out. But another strikeout for Katie Johnson. Back-to-back Ks for her. And that'll bring on Caitlin Finneran with Wood now at second base.
Nice job there by Johnson to get the strikeout. And then even better job by Hartman to get that quick snap throw down there. Just not in time.
Pretty good jump that time.
Yep.
By Courtney Wood. She gets in there with a stolen base. Just her second of the season. And that pitch is a strike from Johnson. So again, she works out in front. Facing Caitlin Finneran now. A freshman from Morrison, Illinois.
Finneran hasn't had a lot of at-bats this season, just with 59 at-bats and 13 hits.
Takes ball one. 1-1 the count. No score here, top of the second. Drake and Iowa State. And the 1-1. Misses inside, 2-1. Finneran does have a couple of home runs on the season in those 59 at-bats, so some pretty good pop in that bat. And a big swing there, but a miss. 2-2 now.
See if Johnson comes with some type of off speed in this 2-2 situation.
She has struck out the last two hitters. And she strikes out the side. Gave up the leadoff walk, but then mowed down 3 straight with strikeouts. So good job by Katie Johnson. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score here at Cyclone Sports Complex. Some of the fans enjoying Today's beautiful weather here at Cyclone Sports Complex. No scores. We go to the bottom of the second. Plenty warm out, just a little breezy. But a nice day to sit in those stands if the sun's shining on you and enjoy some collegiate softball. Drake and Iowa State scoreless going to the bottom of the second, and Allie Kappert to lead it off for Iowa State.
You know, other than that Iowa game we did a couple weeks ago, we haven't had bad weather here at all this year for a Midwest spring.
That one day kind of made up for all of it. Pitch away to Kappert. Allie Kappert in an all-central Iowa battle here against Jordan Gronwald. Gronwald from Carlisle, Kappert from Ankeny. Back up the middle, off the glove of Gronwald. Not fielded cleanly, and Kappert able to beat it out. So the second baseman, Laura Brewer, bobbled it just a bit, and that gave Kappert the opportunity to beat it out.
Yeah, you talked about, here's what we're going to see here. Kind of swings and it hits off Gronwald's glove and over to second. She couldn't field it cleanly, so nice job there by Allie Kappert.
And now a swing and a miss by Spenlove. It's ruled a base hit for Kappert, which I'm sure she'll take. Spenlove hitting .345 on the season. Drake playing back a little bit. Not anticipating a bunt here from Spenlove. And she looked like she was going to swing away. It's a 1-1 count now on Spenlove. And this one into shallow center field, left center, and the shortstop over to make the play. That was Amy Pierce. So Kappert unable to advance. And that brings on Sarah Davison.
It kind of looked like it was going to go out to left center field, and the wind kind of just held that one way up there and ended up only going to Pierce over at short.
Yeah, really pushing the ball. So Sarah Davison will give it a try. That one fouled off at the plate. Davison had a couple of RBIs against the Bulldogs in Des Moines. And she is also having a terrific season at the plate. .279 average, 3 homers, 24 RBIs. She scored 31 runs. That pitch missing, so now a 2-0 count to Davison. So Iowa State trying to get something going here in the second. No score. The pitcher's duel so far between Katie Johnson and Jordan Gronwald. Davison back up the middle, a base hit. Kappert will stay at second. It's first and second with one away.
Nice swing there by Davison. Kind of smoked that one line drive into center field.
That brings on Sarah Rice.
Take a look at Davison's swing here. Kind of an off-speed changeup down the middle and put that one right into center field.
Rice with 29 RBIs on the season. She's got an opportunity here with a couple of runners on board. First pitch missing, ball 1. We're going to have a meeting at the mound. So, Mitch, I was mildly curious. How's that Blackhawks Wild series going?
You know, it's not turning out the way I want it to be right now, but we're headed back to the X tonight.
Oh.
So maybe a little home ice advantage back in St. Paul. See if we can't turn around 2-2 and steal one from you back in Chicago. It's my hope.
We all have dreams and wishes and goals. 1-0 the count. Rice to the left side. Shortstop to second, trying to get the force safe all around. Again, having trouble getting the ball out of the glove. This time the shortstop, Amy Pierce. And that loads the bases.
I think Ed actually called her out over at second.
Oh, they did call her out at second. Okay, apparently she got the force. Initially, I thought they called her safe.
Ooh, close play.
Okay, so 2 outs now, and here's Liana Henry swinging and missing at a high inside fastball. First and third here for Iowa State. Well, that Wild Blackhawks game tonight, 8 o'clock, and we will not have it on Cyclones.tv. However, we will have a couple of the great women's basketball victories from this season, as we'll show the victories over Iowa and Texas for the Cyclone women tonight on Cyclones.tv. And this is Henry hammering one to center, and coming in and making a good running catch was the center fielder, Sarah Ryan. So good defensive play to end the inning, and Iowa State threatens but does not score. We'll go to the third, scoreless, here at Cyclone Sports Complex.
Welcome back to the Cyclone Sports Complex here on a Sunday, Tuesday afternoon in a scoreless ball game between Drake and Iowa State. I'm Mitch Gerber, joined alongside by John Walters. And John, Katie Johnson had 50 pitches up to this point.
Yeah, she's had to work a little bit harder than Gronwald to get out of innings. Johnson has had a lot of full counts, and but the good news is she has wiggled out of those jams. So she'll try for a cleaner inning here. It'll be the top of the order for Drake in the third.
We'll see Pierce, Soa, and Brewer to lead off for the Drake Bulldogs. Pierce last time up flew out on a deep fly ball to Leanna Henry out in left field, as Johnson sets and delivers down low for a ball.
Katie Johnson has struck out the last 3 Drake hitters. She had a leadoff walk allowed in the last inning, then came back with 3 straight Ks.
And Johnson sets and delivers. Swung on, fouled back. Last time up, Pierce kind of put that. Might have been a home run on a normal day, but the wind kind of pushing it back in for Henry.
Put a good charge into it, that's for sure. 138 strikeouts now in the season for Katie Johnson.
Katie Johnson sets and delivers. Outside for a strike. 1-2.
Hitting that black part of the plate. Good pitch by Johnson.
It's kind of the pitch she's been trying to find all day. So the 1-2 count is delivered by Johnson and outside for a ball. Two-two to the leadoff hitter for the Bulldogs.
Sarah Rogantine is up and working in the Cyclone bullpen. We mentioned the pitch count getting high for Johnson here early.
The 2-2 pitch, swung on, foul to the left side. That one fouled right into the Cyclone dugout. Kind of went over to left field, ended up over there.
This Drake team is pretty good at fouling off pitches.
Yeah.
They have kept their at-bats alive. The third base umpire looking over one of the softballs as it might have taken some damage as it hit that dugout hard. He'll toss it out of play, and we'll continue on.
Drake with just 1 hit so far in this game. 2-2 count to Pierce as Katie Johnson looks in and sets and delivers. Swung on right field, but foul. Another great job by Pierce, hanging in there tough.
Yeah, 6 pitches already in this at bat for Johnson, on now 56 pitches on the day.
Here's the 2-2 pitch. Low for a ball to make it full count.
Off speed that time. She doesn't throw a lot of off speed stuff, mostly just the hard stuff. So, you know, I think there's a fairly good chance she had Pierce off balance, but she couldn't find the strike zone. It's now 3-2 again.
Here's the 3-2 pitch by Johnson, outside for a ball as Amy Pierce draws a walk for the Drake Bulldogs.
Well, and you mentioned that Drake has had just 1 hit on the day, and that was Megan Soa, who is coming up to bat right here. She's hitting over 380 on the season, so a dangerous spot here for Katie Johnson in the third.
So had that first hit for the Drake Bulldogs back in the first inning.
That was a little bloop double where she just kind of put the bat on the ball.
Pierce is running as Hartman throw it down to second, is not in time. Pierce with the stolen base.
Hartman doesn't stand up when she throws. She almost does it, you know, kind of Tony Pena style from the knees. And she got a good, strong throw down there, but it was good base running. Tight play, but she's in there.
And here's the 1-0 pitch. Driven to right field, and Harlech can't come up with it. Foul.
Well, that stolen base for Pierce is her 25th of the season. So, you know, just to give you an idea, we know what great speed Brittany Gomez has. She has 22 steals on the year, and Pierce with even more, 25 stolen bases on the season. So she's a real threat out there on the base paths.
So the 1-1 count. She has 16 RBIs on the season as Pierce stands at second. Katie Johnson will set and deliver. Low for a ball. 2-1.
Wind blowing in, might be a low-scoring ball game, although there haven't been too many of those here. This is a hitter's park.
Yep. Here's the 2-1 pitch by Johnson. Up high and out for a ball. 3-1 to the second hitter of the Drake Bulldog lineup.
That's going to bring Hartman out to talk it over with Johnson.
John, do you think some of these, you talked about it earlier, that Johnson's not throwing a lot of off-speed, but on her off-speed pitches, I kind of noticed that it's either she leaves it out or she leaves it up. Do you think the wind kind of has something to do with that?
It might have something to do with it, especially if there's a gust right when she's throwing it. But I think more than anything, just having a hard time pinpointing her control.
So here's a 3-1 pitch to Soa as she's swung on and driven to right field. Harluck over and can't come up with the catch as that one is off the fence. And Soa will put a double for the Drake Bulldogs, and Pierce is over to third.
Yeah, how often do you see a double where the runner at second doesn't score? But Harluck gave that a great effort out in right field, and so the runner at second, Pierce, who has tremendous speed, had to hold up because she thought there was a great chance that Harluck would make this catch. It almost left the ballpark, too. But now it's second and third, but that runner did not come home.
That'll bring up Laura Brewer for the Drake Bulldogs. So there's no outs here in the top half of the third inning, and Drake threatening. Johnson sets and delivers to Brewer, outside for a ball.
Well, Johnson, he strikes out some. I mean, she, on the season, about maybe 2 strikeouts every 3 innings. She could really use one right here.
And Johnson delivers in there for a strike.
It's maybe not the top of her repertoire, but if she's got it in her, this is the time where it would really help with second and third and nobody out.
Talked about there only being 2 hitters in this Drake lineup hitting over 300. As Johnson's pitch is swung on and over to right field, Harluck with the catch and throwing a home plate, not in time. So Amy Pierce will score for Drake and make this a 1-0 ball game.
And Soa moves up to third. So Harluck really didn't have much of a chance to throw out the speedy Pierce at the plate. Drake strikes first in this one.
That'll bring up Rebecca Schmidt for the Drake Bulldogs. Megan Soa over at third with 1 out here in the top of the third. And the first pitch is delivered inside for a ball.
Pretty good looking pitch, just missed. Trying to hit that inside corner. Another fly ball here would probably bring home another run. 1 away here in the third inning.
And here's the 1-0 pitch. Outside for a ball, 2-0.
Schmidt, 6 homers on the season, so pretty good pop.
And here's Johnson's 2-0 pitch. Schmidt swung on over to short. Lexi Slater throws home, and that one's going to be in time. And Soa is going to be thrown out at home.
Oh, good play by Lexi Slater as she elects to come home with it. And that throw in plenty of time, and Hartman right there to apply the tag. I was surprised the runner went because it was hit hard and right at it.
Yeah.
There wasn't much to it. It's just a simple throw home, but a good job by Slater delivering and Hartman of applying the tag.
Soa kind of got hung out to dry in that situation. She couldn't go back to third, so she attempted to go home. Here's Johnson's first delivery pitch, and that one's going to be low for a ball. Haley Nybo, the hitter.
If you don't have a great hitting team, which Drake doesn't, you hate to waste those opportunities. They had a runner at third and 1 away. Now it's a runner at first and 2 down.
The second pitch is delivered for a ball. Nybo, the last time up, lined over to second base.
Yeah, she hit that ball hard.
Yeah, she did.
She's ahead in the count here.
So here's the 2-0 pitch from Johnson. That one swung on and fouled back. Schmidt the runner at first. 2 outs here in the top of the third. Drake so far in this inning has put up 1 run. Nybo the hitter. And here's Johnson's 2-1 delivery. That one's up high for a ball. 3-1. Katie Johnson looks in, and here's the 3-1 pitch. Swung on, that one's cranked to the right field. Over Harlock's head, and that one's going to be thrown back in. And that's going to be a double for Haley Nybo.
Hardest hit ball of the day. That about put a hole in the right field wall. And she just smoked it. Take another look. And Harlock playing the bounce. That one got to her in a hurry. So second and third now, and Hartman once again will come out, and so will Brittany Wildmiller, the pitching coach for Iowa State, to discuss things with Katie Johnson. Second and third and 2 away, but already a run in, and Drake threatening for more.
No chance there for Sarah Harlock even to make that play. I mean, you said it. That was by far the hardest hit ball of the day so far.
Yeah, she's hit the ball hard twice.
Yeah.
She lined out to second in her first at bat, did Nybo, and then the second time just crushed that one to right.
Courtney Wood will be the hitter for Drake. Schmidt at third. And Nybo at second, following her double. 2 outs here in the top half of the third inning, with Drake threatening again, as Wood stands in and takes Johnson's first pitch outside or inside for a ball. Wood in her first at bat drew a walk and stole a base. And here's Johnson's 1-0 pitch. That one swung on but fouled to the right side.
Well, Iowa State had a good contingent of athletes down at the Drake Relays a couple of weeks ago. What a great event that is, Mitch. I don't know if you ever had a chance to get down there and see it, but you should. It's really fun to see, and Iowa State represented itself very well.
Here's Johnson's 1-1 pitch, and that one's going to be lined over to short. Slater gets up, throws it over to first in time for the out. Jordan Spendlove puts the Drake Bulldogs away as Lexi Slater throws reacher in time, but Drake puts up 1 run here in the top half of the third. We'll come back to the Cyclone Sports Complex as the top of the lineup for the Cyclones comes to bat. You're watching Cyclones.tv. Welcome back to the Cyclone Sports Complex here on a beautiful Tuesday afternoon. A little windy, but pretty good afternoon as Drake put up 1 run in the top half of the third. And that'll bring up the top of the lineup here in the bottom of the third inning for the Cyclones.
Brittany Gomez to lead it off. She singled her first at bat, moved over to second, but then the threat kind of fizzled out for Iowa State. But, you know, if Brittany can get back to swinging the bat the way she was, and not that she's slumping terribly, she's still hitting close to 400 on the season, but she's been a little bit of a slump of late. She's such a valuable part of Iowa State's lineup. When she gets aboard, everything gets in motion.
As Gomez takes the first pitch low for a ball.
Gomez, just a sophomore out of New Braunfels, Texas.
Bright things for the Cyclones in the future, needless to say. And here's Gronwald's 1-0 pitch, and Gomez lays that one down for a bunt, and that's going to be safe as Gomez reaches first base on a bunt.
Well, just a perfect bunt, and she's deadened that ball out in front of the plate, and it's her second hit of the day. And let's see if she's running this time. But boy, you couldn't put a better bunt down. That was perfect.
Right down the third base line. No way you're going to beat her speed. So that'll bring up the second hitter of the Cyclone lineup, Sarah Harlock, last time up. Grounded out to the pitcher.
See if they test the catcher Wood.
So Harlock grounds over to first again, or to the pitcher, and safe at first.
Oh, good speed by Harlock down that line, and now Iowa State really threatening. First and second, nobody away.
You talked about now you got that speed over at second and Gomez, and we'll see if Lexi Slater can't drive into a run or two.
Take another look. It's more of a swinging bunt this time from Harlock, trying to chop it high, and Gronwald made a pretty strong throw, but that's just great speed by Sarah Harlock. And we, Mitch, we've talked in the past about the advantage those left-hand hitters have of getting out of that box quickly. And there we saw it at the top of the lineup for Iowa State.
So that brings Lexi Slater to the plate as Gronwald delivers the first pitch outside for a strike. Slater last time up struck out. Is 0 for 1 today. As Gronwald's second pitch is delivered, and Slater lays down a bunt as Gronwald picks it up, fires over to first in time for the out.
That's a good bunt that time, and now you've got 2 runners in scoring position. Good play. Great opportunity here for Rachel Hartman, who's swinging the bat, as we mentioned, as well as any Cyclone. She has just been terrific, hitting .393 on the season.
It's exactly who you want up in the lineup in this kind of situation.
A .522 average in her last 15 games.
So Gronwald delivers the first pitch outside for a strike. Gomez, the runner at third, Harlock at second. 1 out here in the bottom of the 3rd inning with the Cyclones threatening.
Wind dying down just a little bit.
Gronwald pitches delivered, and that one's swung on to deep center field. That one's going to be over Ryan's head. That's going to score 2 Cyclones. And Rachel Hartman gets a double, delivers for the Cyclones.
Well, just terrific hitting by Rachel Hartman, just driving that ball to center field. No way that those 2 great speedy base runners aren't going to score, and Hartman hustling into second. That pitch down a bit, Mitch.
Yep.
And she just golfed it right off the wall in center field. Terrific piece of hitting.
Ryan not really with the chances. We kind of saw that last inning with Drake and put that one dead to the center field's fence. So Gomez will score and Harlock will score for the Cyclones, making this 2-1. Up now is Allie Kappert, as the first pitch is delivered low for a ball.
Now if you're Iowa State, you want to keep on going. Don't let up. You've got a lead now, but still a runner in scoring position and 1 away, and another real good opportunity with Kappert at the plate.
And here's the 1-0 pitch outside for a ball.
And this is where you can maybe get in Gronwald's head a little bit too. She gives up that hard hit ball and now has a really good hitter up there with a 2-0 count.
Kappert with a single on the day so far back in the 2nd inning. As Gronwald pitches delivered outside for a ball.
Great situation right here for Iowa State. 3-0 on Kappert. If you green lighter, you know it's going to be something right in her sweet spot.
Spenlove to follow Kappert as Gronwald looks in and shakes off. And the pitch outside for a strike. It's not the first time I've seen Gronwald shake off Wood today, so it's not too often you see that in this kind of level, but whatever works. So here's the 3-1 pitch as Kappert swings and delivers. That one's in the left center field. That's going to score a Cyclone runner. Rachel Hartman, and Allie Kappert delivers a 1-out double for the Cyclones.
That's just really good base running by Allie Kappert too after she delivers the hit up the middle. You know, that ball just about hit everybody here. It just misses the base runner, Hartman. Then it just misses the glove of the shortstop and makes its way into center field. But, you know, Kappert right here sees that the throw didn't go to second base, and it takes advantage of that and moves up a base. So really good base running by Kappert, and Iowa State continuing to put together a very nice inning here in the 3rd.
Still 1 out here in the bottom of the 3rd inning as Allie Kappert stands on second base. 7 hits so far in this contest for the Cyclones and 3 runs put on the board.
Including 4 hits this inning.
Yep.
Singles by Gomez and Harlock on the infield to get it started, and then Hartman and Kappert really driving the ball. So Cyclones swinging the bat well against Gronwald. She's going to stay in there, but it's probably a pretty short leash at this point.
Talked about Schmidt possibly coming in to pitch later for the Bulldogs. So that will bring Jordan Spenlove to the plate. As the first pitch from Gronwald is swung on and fouled back to the backstop. Going just to the right of us.
Almost a terrific catch. As Harry Carey would say, where's my net?
Spenlove so far 0 for 1 with the flyout on the day as the second pitch is delivered outside for a ball.
Spenlove had a really good outing against Drake in Des Moines. She was 2 for 4 with a couple of RBIs, so she seems to like this, the looks of the Bulldog pitching staff here.
The 1-1 pitch is delivered up for a ball, 2-1.
And another, we just mentioned, another runner in scoring position, same situation, 1 away. You want to get this run home and increase that lead.
Kappert, the runner at second, as the 2-1 pitch from Grunwald is delivered up high for a ball.
Grunwald really struggling here in the third. Got through the first 2 innings without too much damage. Only threw 25 pitches through the first 2.
Davison on deck, Spenlove the hitter. Grunwald delivers. Low for a strike, 3-2. Kappert stands at second as the 3-2 pitch is delivered. Swung on foul to the right side.
That wind picks up again.
Died down a little bit, then it kind of howls.
Gusting over 20.
3-2 pitch is swung on, and that one's going to be back up the middle. We'll see if Alec Kappert is held up at third. But great heads-up job by Jordan Spenlove to move over to second base as they missed the cut throw.
Yeah, the second time this happened this inning. And Stacy Gemeinhardt-Sessler in that third base coaching box had the stop sign up for Kappert. So there was no question she wasn't going to go. But the center fielder doesn't hit the cutoff, throws it all the way through, and that allows Spenlove to move up to second. So 2 runners in scoring position. Great opportunity here for Sarah Davison. I think we're going to see that pitching change now.
We're going to see a pitching change for the Drake Bulldogs as Grunwald is knocked out of this game, and Cyclones starting with 2 runners on. We'll take it right back over to the Cyclone Sports Complex in a little bit. You're watching Cyclones.tv. Welcome back to the Cyclone Sports Complex as the Drake Bulldogs make a pitching change. Rebecca Schmidt and John, tell us a little bit about Schmidt.
She's their workhorse. She's thrown 209 in the third innings, 3.48 ERA, and a 16-11 record.
Davison lays down a bunt, and that's going to be in time, and the Cyclone runner is going to score, but Davison out at first, so Davison delivers an RBI for the Cyclones.
That's a great time to come with the bunt. Good strategy by Stacy Gemeinhardt-Sessler as they, that first pitch, you're going to try to get it in there for a strike. So something you can get down pretty easily, and Davison gets the RBI. And Kappert runs the bases very well, able to score easily there. So now it's a 4-1 game.
2 outs here as Sarah Rice comes to the plate, and that one swung on, cranked to the left side, picked up by Finneran and thrown over to first in time.
That's a good play after that ball was just crushed, as you mentioned, by Rice. So 4 runs in the inning, though, for Iowa State.
Cyclones score 4 runs in the bottom of the third inning and put up a 4-1 lead on the Drake Bulldogs. You're watching Cyclones.tv. Welcome back to the Cyclone Sports Complex as the Cyclones put up 4 runs on 5 hits in the bottom of the third inning. And a chance for Katie Johnson, John, to come out strong here in the top half of the fourth.
Well, 3-run lead now. You want to go right to work, come right at these Drake hitters. Jordan Grunwald, Liz Buck, Caitlin Finneran, the bottom third of the Drake lineup. So right here, Katie Johnson, you want to throw strikes, force them to hit the ball, put your defense to work.
Jordan Grunwald will come to the plate for the Drake Bulldogs. Here in the top half of the fourth inning. 4-1 lead for the Cyclones as Johnson sets and delivers. Swung on, fall back.
Good cut by Grunwald.
Grunwald just a 195 hitter on the season coming into this game.
And these 3 hitters that are due up this inning all struck out in their first at bat.
And Johnson sets and delivers outside for a ball. Katie Johnson works her way under the mound and looks in. And here's the 1-1 pitch. That one swung on and crushed to center. Gomez over to the right side, and it's Harlock that makes the catch.
The wind kind of pushing it that way. And Harlock had toward it. Easy play for her. 1 up, 1 down.
That'll bring up Liz Buck, the first baseman. Buck struck out in her first at-bat. as Johnson looks in and delivers outside for a ball. Good crowd on hand at the Cyclone Sports Complex on this Tuesday afternoon as Johnson delivers the 1-0 pitch up high for a ball. 2-0. Kind of a cool touch out there in center, putting the seniors number out there just below the Cyclones logo.
It is a nice touch. Grounds crew just does a terrific job here.
Johnson's 2-0 pitch is low for a ball. 3-0 now to Buck.
It's a beautiful ballpark in its second year. That grass in the outfield meticulously kept. And the infield in great shape as well.
And here's the 3-0 pitch. Low for a ball. So 4-pitch walk for Buck.
Like I said, come right at him.
Yes, she draws the first walk of the inning.
Well, last thing you want to do now, you got to come right at Finneran.
Finneran last weekend on Sunday against Bradley hit the walk-off single on Sunday to win the series for Drake. A 5-4 game. As Johnson delivers his first pitch low for a ball. So 5 pitches, 5 straight balls now for Johnson.
Well, you'd love to see something hit on the ground because I think Iowa State could turn 2. The middle of the infield pretty salty for Iowa State.
As Johnson delivers the pitch for a ball. 2-0 now to Finneran. And here's Katie Johnson's pitch outside for a ball. Hartman throws down to first, but not in time. 3-0.
7 straight pitches missing the strike zone from Katie Johnson. So an important pitch right here, and before she throws it, Brittany Wildmiller is going to come out to discuss things a little bit. Might have a suggestion or two. Rachel Hartman in on the discussion as well.
It's got to be frustrating for Johnson. Comes into the season as a freshman and kind of lights it up in the early go in the first half of the season, then gets sick, kind of tough to fight back from, and it's kind of struggled the last couple outings.
Now, walks have really been her bugaboo. You know, 114 of them on the season coming into this one in 199 and 2/3 innings. So that's led to most of the damage against her. But on the season, 17-17, a 4.59 ERA. She's been Iowa State's most consistent pitcher. It's just that, as you mentioned, she missed a good chunk of the season with that illness. And it is hard to get back into a high gear right away.
And here's the 3-0 pitch to Finneran, and that one's low for a ball. So 4-pitch walk again, and that's going to move Buck over to second, and Finneran's going to reach first.
You talk about opening the door for Drake. I mean, you score 4 runs in your half, put yourself in a great situation. Facing the bottom third of the lineup, get the first out, and then come back with 8 consecutive balls.
So that's going to bring up the top of the order for Drake and Amy Pierce. She flew out to left her first at-bat and drew a walk in her second. And here's the first pitch. In there for a strike. Kind of a relief pitch right there. Gets a strike.
Paris Immel's up and warming up, getting loose for Iowa State.
4-1 game here in the top half of the fourth as Drake hits, and Johnson's pitch is swung on, and that one's going to be over to Henry in left field. She's going to put it out for the second out of the inning.
Henry fighting that sun and that wind pushing the ball around a little bit as well. So probably a more difficult play than it looked. It was kind of hit right at her, but when you get those dimensions in play, it kind of changes the equation. But a big out right there for Katie Johnson. And now Drake's best hitter at the plate.
Drake's best hitter, Megan Soa, to the plate. She reached in both of her at-bats. And the first pitch outside, or in there for a strike.
Couple of doubles. First one kind of a bloop job on a check swing almost into shallow left. Second one hit harder.
So a 382 hitter coming into this game. Johnson's pitch is delivered outside for a ball.
Well, if you're Drake, this is a really big at bat. You've got your best hitter at the plate. She's 2 for 2 with 2 doubles on the day. You got 2 runners on board. You trail by 3. This is maybe one of the better opportunities you're going to have going forward. So you got to take advantage of it if you're the Bulldogs. And
the 1-1 pitch swung on by Soa over to left field. Henry can't come up with the diving catch. 2 runners are going to score for Drake, and Soa delivers a 2-out RBI double.
Well, there's where the walks really come back to bite you. 3rd double of the game for Megan Soa. She's having a really terrific game, and drives in Buck and Finneran, and those walks, both of them, come back to haunt Katie Johnson.
Man, Soa is just on fire today. Can't put a better swing on the ball. Nice effort there by Henry, just can't come up with it. So 2 outs here in the top of the 4th. 4-3 ball game now as Soa stands on second following her RBI double. That's going to bring Laura Brewer to the plate. As Johnson delivers the first pitch low for a ball. Brewer reached in her first at-bat on a walk and flew out to right in her second.
That second at-bat did bring home a run on the sac fly.
And here's the 1-0 pitch inside for a ball.
So 4-3 ball game, and now we talked about don't be satisfied if you're Iowa State in the bottom half of the last inning. Well, here in the top half of the 4th for Drake, you've got a runner in scoring position and a good hitter at the plate, and they want to take advantage of this and get this game tied right here.
And here's the 2-0 pitch by Johnson. Off-speed pitch up high for a ball.
Johnson's control kind of abandoning her in this 4th inning. She had a couple of walks earlier in the game, 3 of them exactly to lead into this inning, but 2 to start the inning here really hurt her.
And the 3-0 pitch to Brewer is in there for a strike.
That's an important pitch for Johnson. Now she needs to come right back.
Kind of a tale of 2 different stories from the first couple innings to this inning now with Johnson. And the 3-1 pitch is delivered in there for a strike.
Good pitch. Now a chance to get her. Runner will be off from second. Soa.
And here's Katie Johnson's 3-2 pitch. Low for a ball. So Laura Brewer draws a walk for a Drake, and Megan Soa stands on second.
That is 6 walks now for Katie Johnson.
Sarah Rice in to talk to Johnson.
Rice lost her visor in the wind.
That's going to bring up Rebecca Schmidt for Drake. Schmidt in her first couple at-bats reached on a fielder's choice and single in her second at-bat. Katie Johnson delivers, swung on deep to left field. Henry and Gomez over to the left side. Gomez comes up with the catch. That's going to put Drake away in the top half of the 4th inning. Drake scores 2, but Cyclones come up here in the bottom of the 4th inning. You're watching Cyclones.tv. Welcome back to the Cyclone Sports Complex in a 4-3 ball game here as Drake put up 2 runs in the top half of the 4th inning. It's going to bring up Leanna Henry for the Cyclones and then back to the top of the order. John, what do you look for in Leanna Henry's at-bat here?
Well, she hit the ball hard her first time. Flew out to center field. She's had her moments,
yep,
for sure. And facing Drake's ace in there now, Rebecca Schmidt, who came in relief of Jordan Gronwald. So she's facing a different pitcher, and we'll get her first look at her right here.
Another opportunity for the Cyclones here to get it going early if Henry can get on, and then we'll see if Gomez can put her speed on the base paths too.
Gomez has a couple hits already today, so Iowa State would like to counter Drake's attack from the top of the inning.
And here's Schmidt's first pitch, outside for a ball. Henry's hitting .247 in the season so far, coming into this game. With just 3 games left against Kansas on the season. And here's Schmidt's 1-0 pitch, off speed for a strike.
Really had her fooled way out in front.
Good pitch by Schmidt.
Yep. Henry, one of those 5 seniors for the Cyclones. But a lot of good talent coming back next year for Iowa State.
So here's the 1-1 pitch by right field. Over a no-out double. Nice job by Leanna.
Yeah, it really crushed that ball into right field. That's the way the wind is blowing, so it pushed it even further away from the right fielder. A good swing put on that one by Leanna Henry. A good start here to the bottom of the 4th for Iowa State. Swinging the bats really well. Mitch, they had 5 hits in the last inning. Now a leadoff double here in the bottom of the 4th.
That's going to bring Brittany Gomez to the plate. Henry stands on second as Schmidt delivers. Henry lays down a bunt, but foul. So tried to go at it again.
Yeah, she had a great bunt. Brittany Gomez did in her last at bat. She kind of spun it to a stop in between the third baseman and the pitcher. She has really got that skill down, which is so important when you have great speed.
Gomez has a pair of hits on the day as Schmidt delivers and bunted, but foul again.
Right idea, just didn't execute it, so now 0-2.
This situation, 0-2 count now, you're probably going to want to try to put some type of ground ball over to the right side so you can move Henry over.
Ideally, yes, although Gomez really likes to try to hit to the left side
true.
normally. Yes.
So here's the 0-2 pitch, low for a ball.
I completely agree with what you're saying. It's just the priority is for her to get on base, and I think she's more comfortable doing that from the hitting to the left side, and Henry can always hold.
And here's the 1-2 pitch by Schmidt. That one's swung on but fouled back. Another good off-speed pitch by Schmidt.
Pretty good battle here. Outfield, Mitch playing way in. Left and center in particular playing way, way in.
Solo and Ryan out there in left and center. As Gomez swings but misses, and the drop third strike thrown over to first in time for the out.
But that allows Henry to move up to third. So it's, you know, the original attempt to bunt it, pretty much the same result.
Got the job done.
Yeah, you get the runner to third with 1 away. Now Harlock can bring her home.
Harlock had a hit in her last at-bat and scored. She's 1 for 2 on the day. As Rebecca Schmidt looks in. And here's the first pitch. Swung on and fouled back.
And that infield chopping single for Harlock in her last at bat. Another of the Cyclone seniors. She'll be missed. Really good bat at the top of the Cyclone lineup.
And the second pitch is delivered low for a ball. So 1-1 now to Harlock.
Wind picks up again.
Schmidt the ace for the Bulldogs on the season. And here's the 1-1 delivery. Low for a ball. Harlock waits for the 2-1 pitch, and that one's going to be inside for a ball. Just missed.
Good hitters count here for Harlock at 3-1. And runner at third is Leanna Henry, so great opportunity right here for the Cyclones to try to add to their lead.
Harlock with just 6 RBIs on the season, so an opportunity for her here, and she fouls it back. That one hit the press box.
Sure did. 3-2.
Henry, the runner at third. Harlock, the hitter. 3-2 count with 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th. Schmidt delivers. Right back to Schmidt. Schmidt looks over to home plate, not in time. And Harlock scores. Harlock reaches first base, and Henry scores for the Cyclones.
That's probably going to be an error on the pitcher. And Schmidt, she looked over, and I think she should have thrown it home. She looks over, Henry's coming home. She had plenty of time to throw it to the plate. And I think she was just thinking too much. And Henry just keeps on charging and scores.
So that's going to bring up Lexi Slater for the Cyclones. As the first pitch is delivered, Slater swung on but fouled to the left side.
That's the 3rd time today we've seen Lexi Slater rip one right down that third base line. So she is seeing the ball very well, just missing a couple of doubles here.
Harlock over at first. 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th. Cyclones have put up 1 run so far. 5-3 game now. As Schmidt delivers. Swung on through the left side. Lexi Slater's going to reach, and that's going to move Sarah Harlock over to second. Lexi Slater to first.
Harlock thought about trying for third. Put that play right in front of the left fielder, Megan Soa. So, smart decision to play for the big inning. Still only 1 away, 2 runners aboard, and your best hitter coming to the plate in Rachel Hartman.
Nice job by Slater there to get it past Finneran over on the left side. Drake's going to meet around the mound to talk about things.
Mitch, we're taking the Cyclone Tailgate Tour out next week. The bus will make its way to Peyton on Tuesday afternoon, and then we'll go over to Omaha for an event Tuesday evening, and then continue to hit the west side of the state on Wednesday with stops in Sioux City and Okoboji. And we have a lot of fun on the Cyclone Tailgate Tour. We'll still have 4 more days on the road with the big bus with all the coaches on board, many of them anyway, at least, on most of the legs of the trip. And we just have a great time and love getting out and seeing those Cyclone fans across the state. They've been coming out in tremendous numbers in recent years. And we really look forward to getting out to Peyton and Omaha on Tuesday.
Got a few new games in the works out here, too, for the big Cyclone Tailgate Tour.
Well, yes. Danny Varley, the master of the mastermind behind the Cyclone feud, has got the wheels spinning again.
Rachel Hartman to the plate as she swings and misses at the first pitch from Schmidt.
So we'll just leave it at that. And that wasn't a hint that it's the Wheel of Fortune either, but the wheels are spinning.
And the second pitch is swung on and fouled back just behind us. So 0-2 to Hartman.
Great opportunity here for Hartman. She drove in 2 with a double in her last at bat. Now she's got 2 more ducks on the pond here, and another great opportunity with the Cyclones up 5-3. She really drove the ball in that last at bat.
As Schmidt sets and delivers, Hartman swung on and fouled to the left side.
This is one of the better players to enter this Cyclone program in recent years. Anytime you can get a catcher that can hit like this. Just a freshman, hitting close to 400 on the season. Good pop. She's a really good player.
And the 0-2 pitch swung on, fouled.
Staying alive just barely.
Hartman is 1 for 2 on the day. Had a double in the bottom of the 3rd. Big opportunity here for the Cyclones as Harlock stands at second, Slater at first.
Good speed on the base paths.
5-3 game here at the Cyclone Sports Complex.
10 hits already today, Mitch, in the first 4 innings for Iowa State.
And here's the 0-2 pitch. Swung on, fouled by Hartman.
One of those swings where she didn't really see it very well, but just did enough to stay alive. And now looks for something that she'll see a little better.
Rebecca Schmidt looks in to Courtney Wood. And sets and delivers. Swung on, fouled hard down the left side.
That ball really crushed. That can be frustrating for a pitcher to try to put a hitter away and try and try and try, and they just keep fouling everything off.
And here's the 0-2 pitch. Swung on, missed by Hartman on the outside corner. Nice pitch there by Rebecca Schmidt that time.
Yep, she got her to chase, and that pitch pretty well off the plate. But with 2 strikes, Hartman trying to protect the plate and just chased one a little bit wide. And that's a smart pitch right there by the pitcher Schmidt. And that was a very intelligent pitch. And now it's up to Allie Kappert to try to get these runs home.
And here's the first pitch to Kappert. Low for a ball. Kappert does have 2 hits on the day. Has a single and a double.
Drove in a run with that double in her last at bat. Or a single, and then she moved up on the throw, actually.
And the pitch is outside for a ball. 2-0. Harlock, the runner at second, Slater at first. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th inning. 5-3 game. Cyclones threatening here. And here's the 2-0 pitch to Kappert. Swung on, and that one's to center field. Ryan comes in, and Nybo comes up with the catch in right field. So Cyclones put up 1 run here in the bottom of the 4th inning, and it's a 5-3 ball game here at the Cyclone Sports Complex. You're watching Cyclones.tv. Welcome back to the Cyclone Sports Complex here in a 5-3 ball game. Cyclones have 5 runs on 10 hits and no errors. Drake has 3 runs on 4 hits and 1 error. As we head to the top half of the 5th, and Nybo, Wood, and Gronwald come up for the Bulldogs.
I want to say thanks to Brian Perry and his crew. They do a fantastic job bringing you the pictures. We've gotten some really nice compliments on the quality of the production of our Cyclones.tv Cyclones softball games. And BP and his guys, awesome. And when you think about the conditions they've had to work in sometimes, just brutal.
They don't get enough credit, that's for sure.
You know, I tell you what, keeping the center field camera steady today is a huge challenge, but they've done a great job. It's really gusting out there. It is not easy to hold those cameras steady on a day like this. There you go. Yeah, it's a challenge. He's hanging in there. And so is Katie Johnson. She's got a 5-3 lead.
As Katie Johnson sets and delivers to Haley Nybo, outside for a ball. Nybo lined out to second in her first at-bat and then had that hard hit double out to right field off the wall. So she's hit the ball hard twice today. And here's the 1-0 pitch by Johnson. Inside for a ball.
Well, Katie Johnson has nobody up warming up in the bullpen, so it's likely her inning to deal with, but you don't want to start falling behind again. 6 walks on the day, and she's down 2-0 here. Really, the walks have been about the only thing that's hurt her.
The 2-0 pitch in there for a strike.
And Drake's had some timely hits to take advantage of those walks, but those base runners aren't on there if you're not putting them there.
Katie Johnson looks in, sets and delivers. Nybo swung on and missed.
Good job battling back here by Johnson.
First couple innings, Johnson got up on hitters, went 0-2, 1-2, and then struggled to get them out. And kind of the opposite here in the last couple innings.
Nybo's had a couple of really good swings today. She lined out to second and just crushed a line drive double off the wall and right.
The 2-2 pitch inside for a ball. Three-two count to Nybo in a 5-3 ball game.
A lot of 3-2 counts today for Katie Johnson.
Johnson sets and delivers. Low for a ball. So Nybo will reach first base. And that's going to bring up Courtney Wood for the Drake Bulldogs.
7th walk of the day for Drake's batting order. And I think we're going to see a courtesy runner over at first base. And that'll be Maddie Hoyman.
22, Maddie Hoyman on first base.
Hoyman's from Trenton, Missouri. He's a freshman.
Well, Mitch, you got a catcher batting, so probably not great speed. Although she does have a stolen base on the day. But the infield playing back, looking for that double play in the middle infield. See if they can get it right here.
And here's Johnson's pitch, swung on by Wood, fouled back.
Johnson's not really a ground ball pitcher as much. She induces a lot of fly balls. But with that double play combination of Lexi Slater and Sarah Davison, Iowa State with an opportunity.
And the 0-1 pitch in there for a strike.
Good pitch, and now out in front.
Seems like that inside and outside pitch have kind of been off and on for both teams today behind the plate. And here's the 0-2 pitch to Wood. Inside for a ball.
Hartman tried to frame it, but the home plate umpire wasn't buying it. Joe Havenhill. Never seen that before.
And here's the 1-2 pitch. Wood swung on. Caught on the right side.
Oh, almost.
Spenlove makes a great stab to get the first out, and then tries to get the courtesy run over at first, but just missed.
And shot, I mean, just barely. Maybe an inch between that glove and the runner.
Oh.
Couldn't quite get there in time. And good play, though, by Spenlove. We've talked before, Mitch. She just has terrific hands at first base. Anything hit that way, she's going to gobble it up.
That's going to bring Jordan Grounwald to the plate.
And many times this season, we've seen Spenlove dig a ball out of the dirt over there on a throw across the diamond. You need a good defensive first baseman. She is exactly that. She played the outfield primarily a year ago, but now getting the opportunity to play her natural position first base and playing it very, very well.
And 0-2 now to Groenwald. Groenwald is 0 for 2 on the day so far. As the courtesy runner Hoyman stands over at first.
Still get that double play ball.
And the 0-2 pitch. Low for a ball. Nice block by Rachel Hartman.
She might have gotten a break. I think it hit the umpire. Bounced up. And so Hartman out to talk it over with Katie Johnson. They've had a few meetings on the mound this game.
That they have.
A couple of freshmen. Think about it. We've talked about the excitement of the future for this Cyclone team. That battery, freshman to freshman.
Great future for this Cyclone softball team. And the 1-2 pitch. Up high for a ball.
Nice job snagging that ball by Rachel Hartman. That pitch almost sailed away from her. She was able to snow cone it.
And the 2-2 pitch swung on, fouled to the right side. That time Hoyman took off from first. Tried to steal, but fouled off. As Johnson looks in for the 2-2 pitch. And here it is. Up high for a ball. Hoyman has 5 stolen bases and 8 attempts on the season.
And with a 3-2 count and 1 away, you could send her to try to stay out of the double play. We saw Drake do that earlier in this game, and I think she'll probably be running here.
3-2 pitch, swung on but fouled to the right side.
And she was off and going with the pitch. You run the risk of the strike 'em out, throw 'em out double play, but with good speed aboard, it's less of a risk. And we saw Drake successful on a stolen base attempt in this situation earlier today.
And the 3-2 pitch, swung on but fouled back to the backstop. That time Hoyman did not go.
No, you're right.
5-3 ball game here at the Cyclone Sports Complex on a windy Tuesday afternoon. The 3-2 pitch from Johnson. Swung on and fouled to the left side.
Pretty good battle right here.
Seen it all day. Drake's hitters just continue to foul it off.
Yeah, we're not sure on Johnson's pitch count, but I got to believe it's up around 100, if not over. She was at 50 through 2 innings. We're in the top of the 5th, and she hasn't exactly settled down after those first 2 innings.
And the payoff pitch of Gronwald is outside for a ball. So Hoyman to second, Gronwald to first. That's going to bring up Liz Buck for the Drake Bulldogs with 1 out here in the top of the 5th.
One of the things that Katie Johnson will probably figure out as she advances on in her career, she's just a freshman, but she's really presenting these scoring opportunities for Drake with these walks. That's her 8th walk of the day. And most of the base runners that Drake's had on have been the result of walks.
And the first pitch to Buck is swung on over to left field. Slater comes up with the catch in shallow left center or left field.
So just 4 hits on the day for Drake, but 8 walks. So a lot of working out of jams, a lot of high pitch count, the high pitch numbers on at bats, and a high pitch count for the game for Johnson. And I think it's just all part of the maturing process as a pitcher. In high school, you're just used to everybody chasing everything, or maybe you're just overpowering everybody. It's an adjustment at this level.
A new hitter for the Bulldogs is going to be Chelsea Blaylock. Blaylock from Des Moines, Iowa. It's a sophomore. As Johnson delivers the 1-0 pitch, swung on, fouled back to the backstop.
Well, 2 away and 2 on, so Drake using a pinch hitter here and looking at this as a great opportunity because they're within 2 in this game, continuing to scratch and claw.
The 1-1 pitch, low for a ball.
Got to come back with a strike right here for Katie Johnson. 2-1, 2 runners on board. They're both there via the walk. Need to throw a strike and challenge the hitters.
And here's the 2-1 pitch, outside for a ball. 3-1. 2 outs. Nybo, the runner at second. Gronwald, the runner at first. And the 3-1 pitch. The umpire says she did go around, so 3-2 now.
And I think she did, but that pitch definitely was up high for a ball if she didn't. And so Johnson really catches a break right now. Now the runners are going to be going 3-2, 2 away. So they'll get a head start. Anything in the gap probably scores 2.
And here's the 3-2 pitch. Low for a ball. So that's going to put Blaylock over at first, Nybo to third, and Gronwald to second. And there's going to be 2 outs. So Drake threatening here in the top of the 5th. That's going to bring the top of the order and Amy Pierce. Pierce hasn't done a whole lot on the day. She has a couple hard hit balls over the left side. And the first pitch is up high for a ball. So Hartman's going to go out and talk to Johnson. As Drake continues to threaten here in the top half of the 5th. Johnson kind of just struggling to find it.
At that strike zone eluding her. And it's given Drake enormous opportunities here. They've had 9 runners on board via walks in this game. And just 4 hits, but the good patience up there at the plate has continued to provide opportunities for him. And now a great chance for him here with their leadoff hitter up.
And here's the first pitch to Pierce. In there for a strike. One count to Pierce. 2 outs in the top half of the 5th. Bulldogs have the bases loaded. And here's the 1-1 pitch from Johnson. Swung on over to center field. Gomez trots a couple steps to the right and comes up with the catch. So Drake threatens but puts one run, or no runs, up in the top half of the fifth. You're watching Cyclones.tv. Welcome back to the Cyclone Sports Complex on a sunny but windy Tuesday afternoon in a 5-3 ball game between Iowa State and the Drake Bulldogs. Drake threatened in the top half of the fifth inning, having bases loaded, but could push no runs across as Cyclones are going to come up with Spenlove, Davison, and Rice.
Well, Mitch, we mentioned our crew. Want to give a shout out to the people that have put together the production of our games throughout the season. We'll do that throughout this half inning, and we'll see what Spenlove can do here in her at bat right here.
So Schmidt delivers to Spenlove in there for a strike.
Austin Minahan produced all our graphics. Dustin McDonough, our producer-director. Hunter Brugen-Hemke on our graphics as well. Camera operators and replay we'll give you in a moment.
As Rebecca Schmidt looks in, and the 0-1 pitch hammered to right field, and that one from Spenlove is going to be gone. Jordan Spenlove puts the Cyclones on the board in the bottom of the fifth inning.
Got something she could just golf. The left-hand hitter driving one, that wind blowing in but toward right field. And Spenlove just crushed it. Great to see the senior in her final home game hitting a home run. Jordan Spenlove with her third home run of the season. She had 2 in one game and then hadn't hit one since. But she just drove that one high and deep to right field.
Got
Great
that
swing
one right in her wheelhouse. Put that one right over to right field and gone. That's going to bring up Sarah Davison now for the Cyclones with no outs here in the bottom half of the fifth.
And that's a shot in the arm for this Iowa State team.
Yeah. And the first pitch is delivered in there for a strike.
Now they got out of a dangerous situation there in the top half as they watched the bases loaded, but got out of the jam, and now they come back with a home run to lead off the bottom half of the fifth.
And here's the 0-1 pitch, low for a ball.
Dominique Ferrer, one of our camera operators throughout the season. Jared Calvert, Matt Rhodes, Brian Pettinger, Casey Presnall, Jay Davis, Ryan Thorne. Those guys we mentioned, they have done an awesome job with the camera work throughout the season.
The 1-1 pitch in there for a strike.
Talent and color, and we use the word talent sometimes loosely in my case, but also helping out with our broadcast, Mitch Gerber, Ryan Riley, Sarah Ramunt, Andrew Schneider, and our Fire the Missile guy, and also talent, Tom Crochelle.
The 1-2 pitch outside for a ball.
And what do we mean by fire the missile? If he's asleep at the wheel, then our broadcast doesn't go on the air. If he's back in the office, somebody's got to hold down the fort. And so Tom has put us on the air consistently throughout the season.
And here's the 2-2 pitch to Davison, swung on to the left side.
Guessing he'll be watching that Blackhawks Wild game tonight as well.
Probably hoping for a Wild victory.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah.
Those behind-the-scenes guys, though, here at Cyclones.tv surely do not get enough credit.
Well, in this, controlled conditions for volleyball and,
Yep.
gymnastics and some of the other things, but it's a little rougher out here.
Davison puts it over to Brewer on the right side, but not in time, so she's going to be out at first base. Brewer to Buck, and the first out of the bottom of the fifth inning here.
We're really delighted that we can bring you these games, soccer in the fall, some of these sports that have really never been televised involving Iowa State. And that's one of the great things about Cyclones.tv. We're able to bring you pretty much everything played at home.
Sarah Rice takes the first pitch outside for a ball. She is 0 for 2 on the day. Cyclones so far with 1 run in the bottom of the fifth off a Jordan Spenlove home run. And here's the 1-0 pitch, up high for a ball. 2-0 now to Sarah Rice. Schmidt's throwing a lot of off-speed this inning.
Mm-hmm. Mixes it up quite a bit.
And the 2-0 pitch, low for a ball. 3-0 to Rice. (6-3) ball game here at the Cyclone Sports Complex. And the 3-0. Low for a ball.
I think I said earlier incorrectly that Spendlove's a senior. She's just a junior. But her third home run of the season has given Iowa State a little bit of breathing room now. Let's see what this senior right here, Leanna Henry, can do. A couple of hits on the day.
Henry with that double back in the 4th inning.
We have a courtesy runner here for Iowa State, as Sam Reyes comes in to run for Rice.
Leanna Henry to hit now for the Cyclones with 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th. Reyes the runner at first. And the first pitch delivered. Low for a ball. Henry is 2 for 3 on the day. And the 1-0 pitch from Schmidt swung on and missed. And the 1-1 pitch is delivered. Swung on and missed again by Leanna Henry.
Good off-speed pitch that time by Schmidt. Got Henry out in front.
$11 hits for the Cyclones in this contest, 4 for the Bulldogs. As the 1-2 pitch is delivered, swung on and missed for strike 3. So 2 outs now for the Bulldogs, as that's going to bring up the top of the order for the Cyclones.
There you see the numbers on the day for Brittany Gomez. Couple singles, both on the infield, including a bunt single.
And the pitch, outside for a strike. Gomez, a hitter that likes to put things on the left side. As Reyes stands over at first, and the pitch. Low for a ball. Reyes decides to go to second, not in time. So Reyes reaches second base.
Well, I think that's one of those situations, Mitch, where you really have nothing to lose, because if she's thrown out, you'll start the 6th with Brittany Gomez leading off. But might as well send her. And good aggressive base running by Reyes, and now runner in scoring position for Gomez.
So an opportunity for Gomez as the 1-1 pitch is delivered, swung on, missed.
You won't see Brittany Gomez take a bigger swing than she just did. That's as big a cut as you'll ever see her take. Very rarely do you see an outfielder play in as far as Drake will play in left field, because they know she's trying to slap something that way.
And the 1-2 pitch. Swung on but fouled. Two outs here in the bottom of the 5th. Cyclones have 1 run so far off a Spendlove home run. The wind continuing to blow in from left field.
Has its moments, doesn't it?
Yeah. And the 1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 3. So the Cyclones put up 1 run on a Spendlove home run, but can't get across Reyes. Cyclones lead this one 6-3 as we head to the top half of the 6th. You're watching Cyclones.tv.
John Walters, Mitch Gerber back at Cyclone Sports Complex, where Iowa State leads Drake 6-3 as we go to the 6th inning. And the Bulldogs will send up the heart of their order in number 2, 3, and 4 hitters. Megan Soa, Laura Brewer, and Rebecca Schmidt to face Katie Johnson, who has worked her way in and out of trouble all day long. 8 walks, but she has only allowed 3 runs on 4 hits. So say what you will, but she's
she gets out of it.
She's yeah, knock on wood. She's worked out of several jams so far. Soa has had 3 doubles in 3 at-bats so far today.
Not a bad day at the plate.
No, drove in 2 on that last one. And 1-0 the count. And that pitch is in there for a strike. 1-1. Good day for a left-hand hitter. As we saw Jordan Spendlove drive one out to right earlier. Soa on the 1-1 takes away 2-1. Now the 2-1 to Megan Soa. To the right side again. Davison, a great play, and the throw to first in time. How about that play by Sarah Davison?
Nice diving stop by Davison to pick it up and fire it over to Spendlove at first, as we'll see the replay. Soa with a heck of a swing. Davison just picks it up, fires it over to first. Nice play.
There is the first time today that Soa's been retired. She hit the ball just as hard as she had in the other at-bats, but one away now and nobody aboard. And now a foul off the instep by Laura Brewer. A couple of walks, a sacrifice fly to drive in a run today on the afternoon for Brewer. 0-1 the count. And Johnson delivers. That one misses. 1-1.
Soa and Brewer really kind of threaten this Drake lineup at the top of the order there.
Johnson's yet to have a 1-2-3 inning. She did walk the leadoff hitter in the second, but came back with 3 straight strikeouts. That was her best inning. She gets the foul ball here. It's 1-2. Six to 3, Iowa State in front. 6 runs, 11 hits, no errors for the Cyclones. 3 runs, 4 hits, 1 error for Drake. A 1-2 delivery from Johnson. Just misses low, 2-2. Iowa State off to Kansas this weekend for a season closing 3-game set. Two and two delivery here from Johnson. Center field, Gomez and Davison. It's going to be Davison going over to get it. That wind really pushing the ball. As I called it center field, and you see the wind just pushing it toward right. And it was Davison who made that outstanding play to start the inning, going out to make the catch. 2 up, 2 down.
You know, if you're Gomez out there, kind of a frustrating wind day as far as trying to get some plays out there in center field. Can't get one.
It's for Rebecca Schmidt to stand in. Schmidt, a couple of fielder's choices, and then flew out to left in her last at bat, a ball that she probably would have gotten out of here on most days, but with that wind blowing in from left, it hung up in the air, and Liana Henry was able to camp underneath it. We've seen 2 of those. Amy Pierce did the same thing for Drake earlier in this game. Just those high towering fly balls to the left. Tough to get out of here today. There's a swing and a miss. 1-1. First 2 batters retired by Katie Johnson here in the 6th. Iowa State up by 3. Johnson winds and delivers. And there's a strike. 1-2.
Put another play over to Davison to make a 1-2-3 for Davison.
Yeah, she's been on her toes out there. Johnson delivers a 1-2 to Schmidt. And tried to get her to chase. She wouldn't bite. 2-2. Johnson looking for her first 1-2-3 inning of the day. And the 2-2 delivery. Strike 3 called. Outstanding inning of work from Katie Johnson. And we will go to the bottom of the 6th with the Cyclones leading 6-3. There's the strikeout by Katie Johnson to end the top half of this 6th inning. We go to the bottom half with Iowa State leading Drake 6-3. And the Cyclones will send up Sarah Harlock, Lexi Slater, and Rachel Hartman. I remind fans that May 17th, we'll have movie night at Jack Trice Stadium. That was a huge hit with Wreck-It Ralph a year ago. This year they're going to show Frozen, and it's free. All you do is bring a blanket or whatever, and you go out and you sit on the field at Jack Trice Stadium and you watch the movie on the video board. And it was a tremendous success a year ago. It's May 17th. And if all goes according to plan, I'll bring in my daughter Kelly for that, because that's a fun deal. I didn't get a chance to do it last year, but I think it looks like a great idea and a great family night. Here's the pitch to Harlock, and a swing and a miss. 1-1.
Have you seen the movie?
Yes, we went to see it
All right.
in the theater. I've seen every G-rated movie ever made, because my daughters, as they've grown up, I've taken them to nice movies.
There you go.
A few PGs in the mix. Every Disney film. Here's Harlock to the right side, and a close play, but she couldn't quite beat the throw, so 1 up, 1 down. And that'll bring in Lexi Slater. Slater singled in her last at-bat. She had a sacrifice bunt the time before, struck out looking at her first at-bat of the day as we work backwards in the progression. 6-3 Iowa State in front here. And that pitch misses, ball 1. Rebecca Schmidt on in relief of Jordan Gronwald. Schmidt's gone most of the way here. It's a 6-3 Iowa State lead. And Slater hammers one to left. Will it stay fair? No. It's a foul ball. Boy, Slater, throughout this day, Mitch, has been out in front of pitches. She's hammered 3 balls down the third base line, just foul. And that one way out in front a little bit as well.
That was hit hard, too.
Yep. She's guessing well and seeing the ball very well, but just getting a little bit out in front. This time she keeps it in play to left center, but it'll hang up in that wind. Oh, it drops in for a base hit. And Slater into second with a bloop double. That ball, I think, lost in the sun by the left fielder, Soa, because she didn't really make much of an effort to catch it. I think she lost it. And that is a tough sun out there in left field.
Yeah, you'll see Soa here, kind of see it right off the bat, and she had no idea where it really was to begin with, and then too late to react to it when she saw it.
She didn't see it. You could see her saying, I didn't see it. So that brings up Rachel Hartman with a great opportunity. Runner on at second on the bloop double for Slater, and the pitch is a strike to Rachel Hartman.
Hartman has a double on the day and a strikeout and a ground out.
You won't see many, in the games we've called here, you don't see many left fielders that don't wear the sunglasses out there, but Soa electing not to, and I think it cost her right there. That pitch missing low. And now we've got Coach Rich Calvert out offering a visor up to Soa, and she will take advantage of that. Might have forgotten it when she went out there to start the inning, but probably not a bad idea. A little late,
Yeah.
but not a bad idea.
Frustrating as a coach, too, for a fly ball and a pitcher. I mean, you get a fly ball and then that happens, but not really anything you can control.
So 1-1 the count, 1 away. Runner in scoring position at second is Lexi Slater, and Rachel Hartman, Iowa State's best hitter at the plate. 1 for 3 on the day, and that one to the left side, and scampering back to second was Slater to get in there, but a hard hit ball results in an out. On the line out to third.
Hartman with another hard hit ball, just hitting it right to people.
Brings on Allie Kappert. Two away here in the sixth. Iowa State trying to add to a 6-3 lead. Off-speed pitch had Kappert out in front. She missed it.
Kappert having a good day at the plate, has a double and a single. It's 2 for 3 on the day.
She started hitting the ball really well late last season, and it's carried right into this season. This one chopped in front of the plate. See if she can beat it out. Nope. Good throw. Good play by the catcher, Courtney Wood. And so Drake avoids any damage after that bloop double by Slater. And we will go to the top half of the seventh with Iowa State in front of Drake, 6-3. Back at Cyclone Sports Complex, we go to the seventh inning, and it's a 6-3 lead for the Cyclones.
Chance for the Bulldogs to come out here and make this game in the top of the 7th, as we're going to see Nybo, Wood, and Gronwald.
Katie Johnson, Mitch, has thrown 144 pitches.
Holy cow.
His numbers on the day. And she will work here against Nybo.
It's a lot of pitches.
That is a lot of pitches. Obviously, the softball motion doesn't put the wear and tear on the shoulder that the pitching motion does in baseball, but that is still a very high number of pitches. Her 145th is a strike on the inside corner. I'll say this, though. She's gotten stronger as it's gone on because that last half inning was her best inning of work, a 1-2-3, to get right through the heart of that Drake lineup. So here in the 7th, she's trying to put it away. Johnson delivers, and that pitch in there as well, 0-2.
Talked about it all game that she just has to go after these hitters, and we saw that last game especially, or last inning, excuse me, especially.
Nybo, a walk, a double, a line out in this game. 0-2 the count. Johnson brings it home and misses high and in, 1-2. We'll visit after the game with Stacy Gemeinhardt-Sessler, as we always do, and we always appreciate her doing that. As we summarize the game, we'll do that a couple minutes after the game ends. Here's the 1-2 delivery. That one misses away. Mitch, you mentioned in the break that it's great to see both the men's and women's golf teams at Iowa State advancing to NCAA regional play.
Girls headed to Washington and boys headed to Columbia, Missouri.
The women head out this week and the men next week. Good luck to both the men's and women's golf teams at Iowa State, and that pitch fouled off. So I think the 5th time, if I'm not mistaken, that both the men and women have qualified in the same year for NCAA postseason opportunities. And you can't help but think that the ISU golf complex out there has got something to do with the golf center that is such a beautiful facility. That pitch fouled off, but it's allowing, in this colder climate campus, players to practice year-round.
Yep.
And you can hit every imaginable shot out there. It is just a thing of beauty, and Iowa State golf is really seeing the dividends coming in from that. Here's a pitch fouled off to the right side.
It's like a complete 9-hole golf course out there. You got all kinds of different shapes and holes and playing surfaces.
Yeah, it's really bunkers, and you can kind of hit it to any angle you want. It's really set up well to practice the game. Here's a shot. Slater couldn't quite get the glove down. It's a base hit to lead off for Nybo here in the 7th.
Slater just missed that one, kind of went straight through, right under her glove. Good attempt, but not in time.
Another look. Slater has some pretty good range short. That one just snuck under her glove. Hard hit by Nybo. So now, Courtney Wood, the batter, with a runner aboard. Drake trailing by 3 here in the 7th. Johnson brings it home, and that misses.
Nybo's hit the ball hard all day. Kind of saw that in her last swing as she's over at first base now.
Six to 3, Iowa State in front. And this one hammered into right center. It's going to get to the fence. Nybo was a little slow getting a jump there, and she will stop at third base. So it's 2nd and 3rd for Drake here in the top half of the 7th. A double for Wood, her first hit of the day.
Good swing there by Wood. She just kind of puts the bat on the ball out there and kind of a cut little hack and puts it to the fence.
Chopping wood.
Yeah. Bulldogs threatening again.
2nd and 3rd. And the batter is Jordan Gronwald. She's 0 for 2 with a walk. Gronwald started the game as the pitcher for Drake. She's now in the designated player role. So 2nd and 3rd, Gronwald at the plate represents the tying run here in the top half of the 7th. Johnson brings it home. Gronwald center field and deep. Gomez backpedals, makes the catch, and the runner tags and scores. Gomez not challenging that runner, throws it into third. Smart play, but the run scores, and it's a 6-4 ball game.
Nice job by Gomez there to make that catch and then throw it to third base. Being smart, not allowing that base runner at second to move up.
Liz Buck will stand in with one away now. So Iowa State happy to trade the run for the out.
Number 5, first baseman Liz Buck now batting.
And Buck takes ball one.
Buck hasn't done a whole lot on the day. Has a walk and a fly out to shortstop and a strikeout.
She hits in the number 8 spot in this Drake lineup. Katie Johnson trying to go the distance here as Iowa State leads at 6-4. Buck to right field. Harlock in a few steps makes the catch and the runner can't advance. So 2 down now. Last opportunity for Drake will be Chelsea Blaylock, who came in to pinch hit earlier in the game for Caitlin Finneran.
Johnson doing a nice job being able to battle back, especially when Drake continues to put pressure on him, and she's done it all day.
Blaylock walked in her first at bat. She takes ball one right there. The runner at second is Courtney Wood. She doubled. 2 away. Blaylock the hitter in the 1-0 pitch. And that one in there for a strike, 1-1.
Kind of an interesting job behind the plate by Joe Havenhill today. Kind of in those middle innings was squeezing the strike zone, and now is kind of loosening it up a little bit.
The 1-1 misses outside, 2-1. Katie Johnson trying to get her record above 500 on the season. She came into this one at 17-17. 2-1 the count, 2 away. Johnson delivers. And to the left side, Slater up with it. Across the diamond in time, and the Cyclones win at 6-4. Katie Johnson, a workhorse today for Iowa State, as she goes the distance to get the win. And the Cyclones close out their home schedule with a victory over intrastate rival Drake. 6-4 was the final. Mitch, good working with you.
You too.
And
we'll do it again.
Yes, we will. Enjoy your summer. You'll be working with the Baltimore Orioles, right?
Yes, I will be. Try to improve.
Tremendous opportunity. It was a Cal Ripken's camp.
Yep.
Tell us a little bit about it.
It's with their single A minor league team, and then I'll be doing some color broadcasting for that and some special features and working with Ripken baseball a little bit. So excited.
Get an autograph.
I'll try.
Because I don't have a Billy Ripken autograph, and
I'll
I
try.
would love to have. Okay, all right, Mitch. Thanks, and I won't say good luck to the Wild tonight, but we will
go Wild.
We will thank you for watching and invite you to stay tuned because momentarily we are going to interview Stacy Gemeinhardt-Sessler down on the field. Cyclones win it over Drake, 6-4 the final. Iowa State the winner today over interstate rival Drake. 6-4 was the final. And we are visiting now with Iowa State head coach Stacy Gemeinhardt-Sessler. Stacy, I thought your defense was really a key to the victory today. Really a lot of good plays out there in the field.
Yeah, I mean, I thought that Jordan made a nice play. Thought that Sarah Davison made an excellent play. Pretty solid defense all the way around. It's good.
Katie Johnson struggled with her control, but in the last 2 innings didn't walk anybody. And she threw a lot of pitches, but she kept on battling. I'd say battling is the word I'd use to describe her day.
Yeah, and I think that's what I told her right after the game is just, way to stick with it. And today it was good enough. And, and that's kind of the silver lining there. But, she's worked on things and all year, and she's going to continue to get better and better. And she definitely has a bright future for us.
Jordan Spendlove with a nice home run, really took advantage of that wind a little bit as it's blown out toward right field.
Yeah, and she's she's just gotten better and better and better, and has really added a lot of power to her game, and has really gotten through the ball really well, and she works really hard at it, and so it's it's great for her to have success.
I know Sunday was senior day, but it's always nice to, in the actual last game for your seniors, send them out with a win, which was the case today.
Yep, I thought that they did a great job, and I think they feel good about it. And anytime 12 hits, I think that's fun, and so they were pretty happy.
All right, congratulations on the win.
Thank you very much.
Cyclones will go to Kansas for a 3-game series to close out the season, and they close out the home schedule with a victory today over the Drake Bulldogs here on Cyclones.tv. 6-4 the final. Thanks for watching our broadcast.